Hello everyone, welcome to today's video. In this tutorial, we are going to learn how to visualize some functions in 3D coordinate system in Python. So let's take a look at one example. Suppose you want to visualize this function, y equal to 3 times x plus 7. So we know that this function, there is a 1x involved, and the function's the other side is equal to y. So there is a two-dimensional data involved, and if we map this data into 3 coordinate system, that would be a line. So I want to summarize the logic when you do the visualization. First of all, if you want to visualize this function, you need to define the function or data, because the data is a foundation for your visualization, right? So you can either define a function or manually define some data for visualization. That is step 1. And the step 2 is because you want to visualize your data in 3D dimensional system. So you need to set up 3D coordinate system in Python. And so here I want to give you the functions to set up the 3D coordinate system. First of all, you need to define the figure, and then you're gonna need to use the function add subplot and put the projection equal to 3D. So basically through this way, you can set up the 3D coordinate system so that every data you want to visualize is in this environment. And the last step is, since you have the data and you have the environment, you're going to bring everything together so that you're going to have the functions visualization based on 3D coordinate system. So let me stop share from this here, and let's go to our exercise. So I opened a Colab notebook. And first of all, I needed some visualization libraries. In here, I'm gonna use the matplotlib and some, because we need to define the data, we need the NumPy function. Okay, so here I list 3 steps from our previous slides. We need to first define the data, and then we need to set up the 3D coordinate system, and then we need to put everything together. So first, let's define this function or define some data for, the data is for the visualization, and that is the foundation for the entire setting. Okay, so let's do this. First of all, I need x. So this x represents x variable or x coordinate system. So let's do this. So x equal to numpy dot length space. So this function will create some data. Okay, let's say I want have 100 data, and that is from 0 to 10, and I need 100 data. So basically what I did in here is I generate 100 data point for x axis, and those data are evenly distributed from 0 to 10. Okay, so that is x. Remember, we want to have this function, y equal to 3 times x plus 7. So once we have x, then we need to define y. So y equal to 3, just like the function said. Okay, x times 3 and plus 7. Okay, and we know that the function only involves x and y, right? There is no z in here. However, if you want to put your data into 3D coordinate system, you still leave the room for the z, even though the function does not have any z variable. So what I did here is I define z. Z has nothing in it, but we need to clarify. Okay, we don't put anything in z, but z still have some space, but empty. Okay, so z would just be numpy dot zeros like. Okay, and in here I'm gonna put x. So that means, okay, there's all 0 on this dimensional data. Okay, now we have all the data needed, right? X and Y and Z, and then we're gonna set up as a figure and we're gonna create the 3D coordinate system here. So we're gonna define a variable called fig, and then that is plt dot figure. And in the figure function, we can define the fig size. Fig size, you can put you can play with that. Let's say 6 times 8. And this is very important. We need to set up 3D coordinate systems. We need x variable, and that equal to fig dot add subplot. Okay, and here you're gonna put projection equal to hashtag 3D. Okay, so that is the 3D environment, and in the last session we're gonna put everything together. Okay, so here's our data, and here is our environment, and then we can just use x dot plot and just put x, y, and z, and I think that is a basic argument in here. And then we're gonna put plt dot show. So let's try this, whether to evaluate whether it works. Okay, perfect. We have this line. Okay, we have a 3D environment, and this is our line. And if you want to change the function's color, you can just put, you can go to the plot function here, and you can just set color equal to any color you want. Let's say red, so it becomes red. And then if you want to put a label on that, you can just specify label equal to, I'm gonna put 3 times x plus 7, and then if you clarify the label in here, you can just go with x dot legend, and this will show your label in your visualization.